Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Wooden Railway Adventures, Episode 118, The Crash Course. Sir Handel was feeling depressed. Sir Topham Hatt had shut him up in the shed for being silly. Oh dear, he thought, Sir Topham Hatt will never let me out. I shall stay in the shed until my wheels rot. Smudger wasn't feeling happy either, but he didn't complain. Would you be quiet? He told Sir Handel. All you do is moan about how Sir Topham Hatt will forget about you. It's true. I'm supposed to be really useful, not really silly. Duncan didn't care one bit about either of them. He spent his time in the shed sleeping. At last, Sir Topham Hatt came to see them. I hope you have all learned your lesson by now, he said strictly. Please, sir. Can I come out now, sir? Yes. I know you and Duncan will be very good engines, but I'm more concerned about Smudger. Off you two go now. Sir Handel and Duncan chuffed cheerfully out of the shed to do their work. Meanwhile, Sir Topham Hatt spoke severely to Smudger. You were very good when you first arrived on Sodor, he said, but now you've become more of a troublemaker. I do not like troublesome engines on my railway. Yes, sir. I will be good, sir. Good. I want no more nonsense from you. You know how to handle trucks very well, so you will be a shunter for a while, until I can trust you again. Smudger was not happy with Sir Topham Hatt's orders, but he didn't want to argue. Instead, he bustled off to do his work. When Smudger arrived at the yard, Rheneas needed a train full of slate cars. Hold on, he said crossly. I'm getting it. But he bumped the cars too hard, and they ran off the siding into a ditch. Rheneas was cross. Smudger, he said, now I'm going to be late because of your silliness. Skarloey also needs a train of tankers, and Mighty Mac needs to have some trucks shunted as well. Bring them to the wharf when you're done, and make separate trips. One train will be too heavy for you. Smudger didn't like being told what to do by Rheneas, as they had had disagreements in the past. One by one, he found the trains that he needed. He angrily shunted them into one long line. Beep, beep, he said. I'm ready, driver. It took him a while to get started, but he slowly made his way out of the yard. On his way to the wharf, he encountered a small hill, but with a long line of freight cars, it seemed like a very big one. No matter how hard he tried, he could not get the train up the hill. Smudger's driver uncoupled him from the train. Now, he said, you can just push the trucks up the hill, and they won't pull you down. Slowly but surely, he set off once again. Once he had cleared that hill, however, there was more trouble. He had decided to go along the old viaduct, and it was indeed old. The trucks knew that they could cause lots of trouble here. Slowly but surely, he began to force the trucks up the old viaduct. But they were being troublesome, and they wouldn't let Smudger make him all the way across. This made Smudger very, very angry. Come on, come on, come on, he told the trucks. Let's go, and he gave them a giant bump. Smudger didn't know it at the time, but his big bump he gave the trucks had made the first car's wheels come off the track. They were now dangling over the side dangerously. As he continued to push the trucks up the hill, they slowly began to fall off the edge. Smudger felt like the trucks were pulling him up the hill, so he let them continue. When he had nearly reached the top, however, he realized that the trucks were being pulled off the viaduct. Oh no, he cried, the trucks! He pulled back sharply to save the last 3 trucks from falling off. But they were cross that Smudger had pushed the other trucks off the viaduct, so they pushed him down the hill. Faster, faster, they yelled. Pay him out! Pay him out! As they reached the bottom of the hill, disaster struck. Smudger was dazed and surprised. He couldn't believe that 3 tiny slate cars had pushed him down the hill. Rusty soon arrived with the breakdown train, and Duke and Sir Handel helped clean up the mess. Sir Topham Hatt was also on board. "Well, Smudger," he said, "you have once again created a huge mess. All of the trucks that fell off the viaduct will have to be scrapped, and these trucks must be repaired. Instead of sending you away to be mended, I have another idea in mind. Duke has been complaining that the shed has been cold lately, and he recommends a generator." "Oh, no, sir," said Smudger. "Please, don't turn me into a generator. I've already been one before." "Really?" said Sir Handel. "Do you remember 2 engines named Stuart and Falcon?" "Yes, and now that I think about it, you and Peter Sam look a lot like those engines." Sir Handel laughed. "Of course," he said, "because I'm Falcon and he's Stuart. We just have new names now." Smudger could not believe what he had heard. "I wasn't planning on turning you into a generator," Sir Topham Hatt continued. "I was just hoping you would go and get one from Crewe. Duke will come with you and collect it, but you will stay there for a while and help with the work. They need another engine, and I think you need a break from the activities of the narrow-gauge railway." As Smudger was towed away by Duke, he was happy to finally get a break from his busy schedule, but also curious to learn more about Stuart, Falcon, and Duke.